Now, according to the book of Enoch, it seems like there are supposed to be 200 craters, which is the massive hole that's formed all across the world when these 200 massive angels landed on Earth. Now, what's interesting is that according to the scriptures of the book of the Enoch, it very clearly mentions that there were 200 watchers. These fallen angels were called as the watchers because their sole duty was to simply just watch over humanity. So the scripture says that that's what God assigned them to do. And interestingly, it seems like the PASSC, which stands for Planetary and Space Science Center. Now, this space research organization have now officially confirmed that around the world, they have now found exactly about 190 of these craters. Back to the book of Enoch, you'll notice that the book of Enoch already states that there are exactly 200 watchers that God sent over Earth in order to watch over humans and take care of humans. But unfortunately, the scripture says that these watchers, they became the fallen angels that turned against God's commandments, and they took human women as their wives, and they mate with them, and they also made babies, which then turned into giants. And these giants were also known as the Nephilim. Now, obviously, the space research team and the scientists went down to these 190 locations. They collected some of the samples and they were testing out to see if they find anything that's alien out of this world. And according to some of the research, they have confirmed that these craters were actually created by something that fell out of the space. And some of the components and chemical substances that was found inside of these craters were kind of similar to what we see in most of the asteroid or comet crashes, which kind of just led the scientists to believe that maybe these were just created by some random asteroid or a comet that just landed all the way to Earth. Now, when it comes to archaeologists, they of course do kind of look into both the scriptures as well as some of the historical stuff. So when they did the research, they kind of just came up with this whole idea where they said that we don't exactly know on what kind of a substance or chemical process these watchers or angels' bodies are even made of. This obviously leaves a massive conclusion as to not knowing what really caused these massive craters. What's actually more interesting that you'll see in the book of Enoch is that in this verse, which is the first Enoch chapter 1 to 36, it actually says that God himself sent 200 watchers. They betrayed God and they started teaching forbidden knowledge to us humans, like reading stars and creating chemical potions and black magic and all that stuff, some of the things that were prohibited by God for us to even know about those things. So apparently the watchers were the ones that were teaching us and giving us all of these forbidden knowledges. And also, if you take a look at the Bible, in Revelation chapter 9, verse 14 to 15, it also says that there were 4 angels that God had chained up underneath the Euphrates River. And in Revelation, Ezekiel already states that during the end of the world, when Antichrist comes to power, and then he's going to be the one who will be freeing these 4 fallen angels, and these 4 fallen angels are going to be the ones that will cause 1/3 of humankind to be completely destroyed. Now, that's something that's officially present in the Bible in the chapter of Revelation.